up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
What's up, everybody? What is going on? How are we doing today? Happy Monday. Let's start another week. Good morning, Mr. Fialo, and good morning, Mr. Pfeiffer. How you guys doing? How was y'all's weekend? What did you guys get up to? What did you guys get after? Let me know. Let me know how it went. Uh, I'm better-ish. I'm still not I'm still not all the way clear of this sickness. I was hoping to be better, but man, just this morning alone, it's like feeling some head pressure, had to clear my ears. Yeah. It's like, should I just go home again? Just wrap this week up quick too. Just take my 2 weeks. The Pfeiffers had an eventful weekend. Oh, that looks like a hand smack emoji on the face. What happened? Wasn't it you that said I might be look, I was in a funk, so a lot of pills and drugs last week, but didn't one of your kids get injured? Like cast, like arm brace, whatever? Good morning, Bukes. How have you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I mean, I see you all the time on X, so I take that back. Like I said, I'm feeling better. I I thought I was at 75% like a couple days ago, but I still feel like the cough is still kicking my butt. Like I said, my head was completely clogged up earlier. Mother-in-law rushed to the hospital Friday afternoon with colitis, and septic. My aunt rushed with a burst of cheese. Wow. Yeah, I had something similar to that. My dad was out in Vegas visiting his wife's family, and he got rushed to the hospital. I'm blanking on the term that the because I never heard of this of what he got diagnosed with, but something to do with potassium levels. And so we kept getting updates like, okay, he's good, and then be like, no, they're gonna keep him another night. So he's been there since Friday. I think he's still there, as far as I can tell. Morning, Brofit. How are you doing? It's been crazy. The oldest is still on the mend with a leg injury. There we go. Turned out to be a viral infection in the muscle. Whew. Okay. All right. That's no bueno. No bueno at all. Yeah, damn is right. Damn is right. How was your weekend, Brian? Question mark. Um, yeah, so our weekend was good. We hung out. I tried to recover, did a lot of yard work. Was trying to get myself out into the sun and get myself sweating a little bit, try to push myself. It was very difficult. I found myself only being able to, work for 15 to 20 minutes before I was like out of breath, back starting to hurt, all that kind of stuff. But I did a good amount of yard work, and I was pumped. And then Amy came out and helped me yesterday. So like Saturday, I did my own session, and then Sunday we actually heated the pool and did some yard work. And then me, Amy, and Bentley jumped in and enjoyed the pool this weekend. And then we thought to ourselves, next weekend we should invite the friends over for a little pool barbecue. It's it's February or it's March now. It's basically summer in Southern California, so got to start doing those pool barbecues just as soon as that cold chill goes away. Felt like it was 90 all weekend at our house. Nice weekend. Horse races on the track on Saturday. Diamondback spring training baseball game yesterday with my son and father. Nice. Good family weekend. That's what we're here for. That's what it's all about. That's what this month's reading. We're in a new month, y'all. It's March. Marches. That sounds weird. The theme of March in the Daily Dad book. I don't feel like digging it out of that little pile there. Um, Mine's blue, guys. Let's just get there. Is put your family first. And then in parentheses, it says work, family, scene, pick two. So that's an Austin Kleon reference. He's an author. I don't know much more about him than that. I don't know what book. Let's see. What's Austin Kleon's book? Does anybody know an Austin Kleon book? Sorry. No, I haven't read any of these. Steal like an artist. Show your work. Keep going. Anybody read any of this? Don't call it art. Those are the books Mr. Cleons wrote. But this was a quote. Suppress the cough. Yeah, me neither. Might have to check him out, but he kind of coined this as far as Ryan Holiday is concerned. Work, family, scene, pick two. So work and family, we obviously know, your career, your job, whatever that is, family, the people you love and that you're in a relationship with, and then scene being like the parties, the get-togethers, the networking, the whatever. Pick two of them. And it's not like you have to pick two of them indefinitely and never stop, but on any given week or month or year, you're going to want to focus on two of them primarily. And for most of us here, it's definitely going to be the work and the family. For most of us here that partake in the V Friends stuff, I would put V Friends on the scene, and that's why I kind of stay out of some of those streams. You can tell if you're in that scene, if you're hanging out, you're not with your family, you're not present, you're not hanging out with your family. If you're staying up too late, you're gonna be a little bit exhausted come the next day at work. So I kind of found that in myself, and that's why I've kind of pulled back on things like that. It's the same with work parties. Like we have Christmas parties and events all year round. There's conferences and conventions and construction that I could go to all the time. But um, one, those things have just never been like appealing to me. A little uncomfortable being in a giant room of people. Uh, so it's never been a thing that really challenged me. I think I've been pretty decent, like I said, up until it became with VFriends community streaming, like the attention being there all the time. That's probably been the hardest quote unquote scene that I've had to deal with that has vied for my attention and my time over my family and my work. We are in what I call the void, the 2 months of no sports before we end up living at the baseball field and hockey rinks. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I would classify sports as a scene kind of thing. I don't know. You're talking about kids, like your kids' sports. It's a completely different story. I refer to, like, I have some friends who are just avid diehard sports watchers, and I'm always curious how that works in their household when their kids are around. Like for me, like I don't think I've ever really owned or felt like I've owned the TV and selecting the TV channel over my kids. Good morning, Dylan. What's up, bud? Much love to you and yours this week. Yeah, yeah. The MP fam's going through a rough one right now. Um, and then shout out our friends Kay and William over on Facebook for the likes. Thank you. I think that's William. That's Jolly Jacko over there. Mr. Craig. Sports are always on in the background. Okay. All right. I mean, like, I can't argue with MP. Like, dude, I know this guy is family first. Um, House projects. I was thinking the other day, I've been thinking about some house projects, and now when I think about house projects, I start to think about MP and the wildness that this person just goes after it, where his wife's just like, "I think we should get a new backsplash." And then 10 minutes later, the guy starts tearing the existing one out. I couldn't do that, man. I know I'm in construction. I know I talk a big game. I have a general idea of how to do just about everything, but man, do I hate the idea of um, setting tile, especially setting tile. Um, Everything paint is just like that girl Sam that's been going through our house painting. She's been like a godsend to me because um, the house was definitely like a 1997 like build. The colors very, I don't know what you call them, taupe and tan and orange and yellow and just not modern, not what I like. So having her go through and paint all the rooms, I spent a lot of time in the guest bedroom this weekend trying to quarantine myself from the family. My wife thankfully has not gotten the sickness so far, knock on wood. Which is great because when she goes down sick, she goes hard. So she's been pretty terrified. Like watching me get hit this hard by sickness, like taking 5 days off of work. She's like, I do not want that. And so spending time in the bedroom this weekend, newly painted, I was enjoying it, basically, what I'm saying. But no, no. Okay, let's get back to this. The family room TV has one rule: Dad has the last say on channel. They have a TV in their playroom and a projector in the basement. Okay, nice. Yeah, our playroom is wild. I never had. Let's see. I guess I kind of had a playroom, yeah, and I was in it. But our kids, I think it's just they have their own device, so their device can be anywhere they want. Um, I think part of me gets a little an annoyed, bothered. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but along those lines. Good morning, David. That and good morning, Dylan. Um, the playroom's not used, right? Like that we have this room. It's secluded off in the house. There's a TV in it. There's all kinds of games. There's nice like reclining sofas, like very comfortable stuff. Uh for me, it feels like if I were to go in there, I'm like purposefully secluding myself and like being like anti-family or husband wife or like not doing chores and like really gonna like, you know, shoot, I should have stayed in there all weekend now that I think about it. That would have been a nice little reprieve for my sickness. But sometimes it makes me think, I'm like, why don't these kids value that space? Like it's open to whatever they want to do with it. And every time, we ever have a conflict over the TV or someone's device is being loudly playing something, um, I'm always suggesting the playroom. But man, they just don't care about it. I remember caring about it a lot when I was younger and that being my space. So just yeah, little tangent there. Uh Sorry guys. That one came out. Backsplash started this weekend. Counters come next week. Nice. Look at this guy, dude. Yeah, I can never do it. We got a lot of tile and stone problems around our house. Master bathroom, tiles falling apart. I think about it all the time. And it's just floor tile, which is like kind of the easier of the tile. I'm, not dealing with any waterproofing or, walls or gravity basically does most of your work. And then also same thing like around the pool tile or the stone around the pool is jam packs is falling apart and driving me nuts. Probably should be something I get done before this pool season, which started yesterday. So got to get it done before the weather breaks and the outside's work starts. Yeah. Okay. I want to say you push me to be a better man, but I don't think it's gonna happen, dude. Oh, you guys hear it, right? You guys hear it in my voice. Funnily enough, my wife was telling me that she's like the amount that I've been coughing. She's really surprised that I still have my voice. So that's been also very surprising about this sickness is that I've somehow kept the voice dancing in the rain this morning. Welcome spring, nice. Well, that's cool. Good for you, man. Way to take those lemons, and just dance in them. Um, yeah. So, all right. What else? What else everybody got? I'm alone today. I did not hear from Jason. He might be sleeping in. Maybe he got sick. I know he's been having a rough time. Hope everything's going good with the Jason family. Have not heard from Ryan Turner in a long time. So everybody, if you see him, give him a high five, say hello. If you see him in person, give him a little tickle in the ribs. It's always a good time. But yeah, it's March. We're here. My what else happened this weekend? Oh, my daughter came in. My wife said very like kind and calm, but like also very like debating, like in the mood to debate. That she really wants a quinceanera or a sweet 16. So I don't know if anyone in this room here has that tradition in their family. It is not something that we have in our family. My side or my wife's side, it's not been something that has ever been a thing. But my both my daughters have friends who are sisters. The older sister had hers, and the younger sister is starting to prepare for hers. And so Brooklyn is like, I want one. And Amy was calm, nice, and sternly responding to her on a not gonna happen. Get over it. Let's think of something else to do. So I don't know if anyone has three sweet 16s all crazy. Yeah, I mean, the ones that we've been to, so quinceañera, the 15th, and then sweet 16s, the ones that we've been to are just like over the top elaborate, and they can't you tell her to get a job? Yeah. Um, and the people that we talk to is like this. It's almost like putting on a wedding. The amount of work that goes into it. On a positive note, the wife and I have done the last three. Oh, nice, good job. Yep, Brofit's still killing it as always. 17 days until Texas. That's amazing. I looked on there and there's a ticket for sale. I almost bought it the other day just so I could be like, honey, I got a ticket. I might as well go. But no, it's not going to happen. Not especially with this week off of work. I'm so freaking behind right now. Like my inbox is terrifying. I don't like it. Well, I'll start a GoFundMe for you, Oh man. Yeah, weddings, colleges, all that kind of stuff is just love to hear it. Day 3, ask your daughters if they know. Oh, yep, I've heard of that. The red cake party. That's the period party, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We did not do one of those for, I don't think Bailey had one of those to my knowledge. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Um, but yeah, so that was the conversation that was had last night. And then they even had further conversation. Like Brooklyn wanted to reopen the discussion, the debate. As I was going to bed, she was chatting with Amy in Bentley's room as she was trying to put Bentley down to sleep. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting. It seemed like again, like they were debating it very calmly, which doesn't normally happen with Brooklyn. She tends to get very feisty and speak in a way that wasn't trying to give too much to this, David. But you caught me off guard with that one. Roger. Why? This hurts, dude. Oh man. That was a good one, dude. It like takes over. It takes over really bad. Now I'm sweating. That was funny, man. Uh, she tends to debate in a feisty way. She gets that from her dad. Um, just the way that her voice sounds, it really like burns mine and Amy's ears. And like we even try to tell her, like in the middle of it, like calm down, like change your tone a little bit. Um, but it doesn't often work. So I'm glad that they were able to have a conversation. I'll hopefully get a rundown of it at some point today when I talk to Amy. We'll see. Again, busy day. Not sure I will talk to her. Lots to do. Probably going to end up working late and coming home late today if I can. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, don't love when you see yourself in the kiddos. Yeah, yeah. I don't love it. I do love the idea of recognizing it and you know being able to give them a little bit of grace in the moment and be like, you're just acting like your jackass dad. Like I have no idea where my boys get their stubbornness from. Yeah. Yep. Exactly that. Exactly that. And that's the funny part about life. The funny part about parenting is that they learn everything from you, the good and the bad. And then as you're, battling some of these arguments or conversations, you're battling with yourself and a better version of yourself because they learned from you and they learned from your spouse. And obviously your spouse is probably, you know, the one person who battles you the best and worst ways. So our kids are like little, there was some comedy skit somewhere down the line where it was like, we create these little things to essentially take over, like take us out and take over. That's always like been in the back of my mind. I don't know what it's from, something I heard a long, long time ago. Right? It's awesome and humbling at the same time. Yeah. Yep. 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 It's a good time, this parenting journey. Well, it's what we're here for. It's what we love to do. Um, I didn't even read, dude, guys. I didn't even do the reading today. I thought I did. I was touching on something earlier. Oof. Ooh. Hey,
Dad,
Miss
do
Dee
the
Dee. Where you
reading!
at? Yep. 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 March 2nd is titled Everything But This Is Temporary. No, we did kind of talk about it. It's more about the workplace and scene. It's like the work life balance. It's setting up those boundaries between what it is that you have to do. I don't know if that's necessarily the right word. Your career um versus the other thing that you have to do, which is be a parent, be a husband, be a household caregiver, provider, whatever it is that you are. There's a million different things, but need to make sure, and this is what this month is going to be all about. We need to make sure that you are pushing parenting to the top of the priority list versus everything else, and then what's left of your day you give to parenting. Um, I miss when my kids were 1 and 2, you could literally see their brains exploring the world. Yeah. Yep. Those are fun times for sure. Those of us in the group who have the young babies, I'm sure they're taking stock to the the sage advice of our wise elders like David, and enjoying and appreciating those little moments with those little young ones. Yes, seeing the littlest explore the playground yesterday made my heart warm. Yeah, and it's great because it's like I think we're all learning from this. I know I am, but I don't know that I had those thoughts as much when I was in my first round of parenting with Bailey versus now I have those thoughts all the time. And so it's been a great up level in my life and my parenting journey, getting to speak with people like David, and getting to, and reading these pages and kind of getting a better understanding of how amazing it really is. How it's not just something you do. Have a kid and raise them and whatever. It's not just like a chore or a job. It's actually a very fun, unique experience. It's a different way to see the world. It's a different adds a whole nother layer of value to everything that you do yourself, everything that you have done, every experience that you've gone through. It is an honor watching you 30-year-old learn. I'm a big fan of life. Yeah, see? That's what it feels like now being a parent, whereas I think in my first years, it felt more like a chore. It felt more like something I had to do, some diapers I had to change, some mess I had to clean, places I had to be, like those kind of things. Your children are the only thing you can hope to bring with you to heaven, not things, stuff, money, or even accomplishments. Yeah. Yep. I'll have to dig up my podcast with Blaze, 61626. Did you do a podcast with Blaze? Like a VDADS one? Okay. I can search for that and post that out there so people can um re-listen. I don't remember that. David. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. True story. Yep. Okay. Sounds right now. Um yeah, I've re-listened to a couple, but haven't in a long time. But those were good. I loved those. I kind of was thinking to reach out to Ryan and ask for the access to all that because I kind of wanted to clean that podcast up. There was a lot of he was adding these to it, and I don't know. It seems cool because there's a lot of episodes, but I don't know that these daily are as rewatchable or re-listenable. Like, not live kind of seems weird. I don't know. That's why I don't do anything with them on the back end. I do save them, I do download them, but nothing else. Yeah. Anyways, it's felt like struggle bus. But like I said, I was not feeling well. Actually, up until about 3 minutes before the show started, my the pressure in my head was like getting to me. I was feeling really strange. I cleared my ears a little bit, feel better now, but thank you guys for hanging with me this morning. Love to do Where Are They Now? Dom is the host, and we have like a 4 to 5 person panel. Where are they now? Yeah, let's do it, man. Mm, give me your celebrity guest list, and I'll just work. Um, just giving you more work. Yeah, why not? Set up a group chat on X. MPs hit hit list the people that he wants to talk to live. We'll do it on a Friday because we know MP's available on a Friday. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Look at that. Let's go. Wish I had a better like seating so you guys can see the sun come up on my forehead as we get closer and closer to the morning. But yeah, thank you guys. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Hoping today goes well. I hope everyone has a good Monday. I hope all of MP's family members recover, that are in the hospital or went to the hospital, and that all of MP's other family members are on high alert. Something's going around, something's in the water. Be careful. Love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's get that music playing a little bit. Do you hear it? I hear it. There we go. Bye, everybody. See ya.